Now, tonight, on our continued coverage of Katiba at 15, we ask, are Kenyans truly calling the shots, or is the we the people just a line on paper? From sweeping progressive ideals to tough commentary about broken promises, our senior reporter Ibrahim Karanja digs into the hits and misses of Kenya's constitutional sovereignty as he unpacks on who really holds power in the republic and whether the people's voice is finally breaking through the noise.
For a decade and a half, the Kenyan constitution has boldly declared that all sovereign powers belongs to the people, infusing citizens with sweeping powers to shape their governance and ultimately their lives. This sovereignty, exercised directly or through elected representatives, is foundational yet demanding, inviting scrutiny. For instance, the Constitution embeds public participation at the heart of decision-making, envisioning a government truly by the people, for the people. But what is the reality?
The concept of we the people, in terms of a scale of 1 to 10, we have done 0.1. Very badly. Okay. The voice of a Kenyan does not matter.
In practice, the journey of sovereignty has been a mixed bag. Some pockets of progress stand out where grassroots public participation breathes life into sovereignty, with community consensus driving various agenda undiluted by political interference, exemplifying how governance can truly mirror the people's will. Contrastingly, most engagements often perform a cosmetic routine of public participation, more ticking boxes than meaningful inclusion, prompting courts to invalidate key bills for ignoring proper public input.
People said in Article 10 that every transaction must be done through public participation. It is a charade. That is what brought we the people voice in everything.
You're saying public participation is a charade?
It is a charade. The people, Parliament, the courts have said, you cannot run CDF. Then they go host public participation, they pay people, people come and make noise, and they sign. They bring it back that we have done public participation. If public participation was really public participation, that is where we the people, our voice was supposed to be factored.
The Constitution speaks of we the people being the ultimate power, but it increasingly seems to be a case of the people in power being the short callers, even having inconsistencies entrenched in how things are done, all at the cost of the people.
And county levels. It is not right for the national government to jump the county government and create another unit below the county government, where you call it NG. It is not necessary. Work through the county government.
The civil society largely continues in its role as one of the vigilant defenders of the Constitution, educating citizens on their rights and pushing back when the state strays. They have decisively challenged laws infringing human rights and reaffirming freedoms entrenched in the Bill of Rights.
In terms of the challenges, over the last, I guess it now would be the last year or so, we have seen probably the most serious deterioration of the right to assembly, the right to free expression, and the right to life. More than 100 cases of enforced disappearances, probably about 160 cases of unlawful killings by police officers of peaceful protesters, and many of them have essentially being killed while bearing no arms, while protesting peacefully.
However, the pushback by the civil society highlights persistent friction between old power structures and a new constitutional order designed to empower the ordinary Kenyan.
15 years. To me, the indictment is not on the executive. The failure is we the people. It is us who have failed to rise to the occasion. The people, we are in 1964. If we the people have turned ourselves to be we the zombies, then we have no reason to complain.
And custodians of.
So does the Constitution fulfill the framers' vision? Though lawyer Dunstan Omari says an emphatic no, the answer to this question is complex. A spirited exercise in sovereign people's power, with hits like grassroots inclusion and misses like shallow public engagement at the top. The framers imagined a living document fostering active citizenship, but realizing this requires constant civic vigilance, political will, and institutional reforms.
It is time for the fourth institution. We always say it is time for the people as an institution. For 15 years, it has been about government as an institution in defending this constitution and promoting its democracy. What the 2024 June protest meant was this: it is time for the people as an institution to ensure that we are not late anymore.
Democracy champions hold that for sovereignty to reign, then the people must move beyond mere spectatorship to asserting their authority, reminding leaders that the ultimate power flow must always circle back to them. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.